And we're live again. This is where we logged off. Mainly with the whole gas mask automation being the plan. Didn't really get started too much on anything. Let's see. How does this work again? Logistics and wall haul. Okay. Because we can technically here do something. Well, I guess that's kind of just in the wall anyway. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure it's gonna work anyway, so we can technically just kind of do it here. So we can get the wall hole. We'd kind of just do it this way, I guess. But instead we're gonna have these be gone until these are placed. And then we do this one, but with the horizontal one. And we place that one to here. And now we have our two, like, wall-mounted ones, essentially. And I think this was for seeing whether we can get the stuff from below. So we don't really need that. But, what was the production plan again? Let's see. Because I'm pretty sure we needed refinery. Yeah, I guess I never placed these on the to-do list. So that's what I messed up before then. Because here we're gonna need well, this one mainly. Well, I say mainly, but that's not true. Because we're gonna need the rubber, which would be this one, I believe. Then we're gonna need I think we're thinking about doing this one. Yeah, I think that was the plan, because it's 30 polymer resin, and that's the exact amount that we needed. But I'm gonna need a lot more, like, steel pipes if I wanna get these going. Okay, can I please stop going upwards? So that would be like, I don't know, probably... Let's make it 6 just in case, so we have all the materials anyway. We're just gonna need more copper sheets and steel pipes. So it's gonna be a short trip back home. And then we just come back, and I guess we'll need to hook up one of the oil nodes first. Wait, have the fucking spawners already spawned back? Yep, I think I see one on the beach there. Man, they're fucking quick. No, I see 2 of them. All the way from over here too. The render distance is nuts. I'm pretty sure I saw at least 2 of them there. Yeah, then there's one next to that copper too, I think. They're fucking everywhere. Oh, I think the quartz might have uranium rocks next to it. Maybe that's why I haven't seen them before. Couldn't approach without dying slowly. That would make sense. Man, these things look weird. Just floating. Oh no, and I see the one floating platform there. It was so much easier to see when the trees weren't there. Who's that? I think that's coal in the poison. Interesting. I didn't realize that they would actually put like those poison things that you can't get rid of like around a node. That's kind of brutal. This place is so difficult to scout because of how many trees there are. That's why, like, it's very pretty, but it's it's resource intensive due to the amount of fucking creatures in it. So it would be kind of wasteful not like putting it to use in a way. Okay, I turned off self-driving so I can just hold down W while going down. And now I should start braking so that I don't go a full loop. Okay, let me go backwards a little. There we go. That's a pretty good spot to stop at. Okay, so just steel pipes and copper sheets. I think we should have plenty of both. Just kind of sitting around. Well, I mean, these things are kind of grabbable as well, but I'm pretty sure I just have like a box full of them. Over here, specifically. Man, this place is so filled with random crap. Yep, there's a bunch here. I'll put those back. Oh right, I grabbed a lot of these because that's for the coal. So if I'm gonna be doing a MK2 miner, then maybe it's better I use it on a impure node, if there is one. I don't remember if there is. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Where the supercomputers, are we stacking supercomputers? Not too many. I mean, the world isn't really running without me, so I guess it makes kind of sense. Okay. Does this have like very slow... What are these? Yeah, they're MK1. Am I not like using these currently, or... Oh yeah, I guess this is literally just extra. And those pipes are coming from here. Huh, interesting. So I guess this storage here is literally just for grabbing. This place is so inefficient in terms of a lot of things. And it's all because I focused so heavily on fucking supercomputers. Well, technically all the... like, the supercomputer itself, and then the materials that you use to make them. Shouldn't these also be stacking up, or have they at all? Well, that looks promising. If these are stacking up, then that should mean that these have been... Yep. That's a good sign. Because I need those. They're, I'm pretty sure I need those for something. I don't remember what. Was it the blender? No. I don't remember what it was for then. I think it might have been something to do with power. Yeah, Mark III uses them. I wonder how many 10 power line connections. It's not that much of an upgrade then, I guess. Unfortunate, but it's something, I guess. I guess we're just gonna go with these. Oh, right, I was meant to bring a tower with me. Organization at the bottom. I do have enough for one. I'm just gonna need more cables in case I run out. Okay, should have a decent bin now. Let's see, heavy modular frames. I only need 20 of them, so that shouldn't be a worry. I don't think I really need these things, so. And then the crystal oscillators are kind of just extra. So I think that's good. I'll just need to go and grab the train now. I think it needs to go all the way to do a loop, so. Yeah, I can just set it to automatic for now. But yeah, maybe we'll need to just do a path over the water, because I think we're gonna use some of the coal from the other side. I think that's the plan anyway. I'm sure there'd be like way more efficient ways of doing the train lines or something, but it's just kind of convenient this way. It's a wasteful on resources in terms of needing to build a new platform every time. The rail itself isn't that expensive, so I don't mind, but laying out the foundations for the actual track is quite expensive. Why was I so worried about coal anyway? Because there's a lot of coal like there next to that hill, but I don't remember what I was thinking about using it for. I think it would have been just steel, maybe. I don't know why it keeps spamming brake, because it's like this thing can just run through corners with no worries. So I don't know why it like keeps saying brake. Stops pretty fast if I jump out of it. So that's good. Oh right, the tower. Should we just build it up there? I think that could look nice. In that case, maybe we pull along the lines this way. Is that like corner different? I think it is. Yeah, it goes a bit to the left. So I placed this one closer to the thing. Yeah, fuck it, I guess. We'll do that and this. I think it's kind of fitting to have it be high up, because it's like meant to be scanning, kind of. I think it kind of fits the aesthetic in that way. Okay, let's see. How many things do we have here? Only 2? That's kind of surprising. It doesn't even show all of that. But funny enough, like this thing, now there's like a perfect freaking thing. Ooh, but this thing shows everything. Again, this feels kind of useless for the fact that it just shows everything. So we got like the big spider, the tiny spider, lizard doggo, the witch striders, the birds. We got the big and tiny hugs, but then we got only the big red spitter. At least I think that's the big one. Interesting. Mask production. I mean, that's kind of what this is for anyway, so I think it's fitting. New station, remove marker, because we've already kind of placed it all, so I don't think we really need the thing for it. But yeah, now this is placed, so I think we're fine to just go and okay, let's see. Does the hover thing work? It does, because I tried it before and it wasn't really working, so I was kind of confused. Why am I having so much power out here? Oh, the above rail! That's why I was getting more power, more fucking... God damn, I was like so confused. Oh right, I forgot. Now we've got our grid down here. Okay. It took quite a bit of quick placing, but... Oh wait, I can still break that. There we go. Okay, but... This is what we're working with anyway. I'm just taking the grid because I'm only gonna be dragging like a bridge across the water. There's no real other purpose for this, so it's gonna be nice and simple. Nice and simple. Okay, I think that's gonna be about the place. I'm just gonna go destroy these so I don't forget them. Don't want to accidentally click one of those fucking things in the background. Auto save. Okay, we got these. I'm gonna quickly, for the fuck of it, just gonna go up here. Because the quartz stuff is up here. Is this radioactive? There's some kind of rock there, but I don't know what kind it is. Is it radioactive or no? Do we have mobs here? I'm not seeing any currently. I thought there was a spawner at least here before. Okay, let's do a quartz scan. 2. Then the next ones we're gonna be getting from all the way over there underground. Yep. Quite far. I don't really like it that much that they don't show up on the map anymore. That was so nice. I only found out about it so late. Rock quartz pure. Rock quartz pure. Yeah. Got a couple decent nodes here. I'm actually kind of curious about the stuff over there now. So I didn't really figure that we would have so many convenient resources nearby here. Is that the right way? Yep. Okay. Since we have the materials with me, we'll go on a bit of a trip. Not seeing much from up here. I do see I do believe that's limestone. If we were to do this. Yep. That's a limestone. There's more that way. Is it that one right there? I think so. So that one. Wait, is it? No, there's some one over there as well. 300 meters? Where the fuck's that at? I mean, surely 300 isn't all the way over there, right? I don't know. Okay, we got those nodes there that I already kind of noticed before. There isn't much on top of this, so maybe majority of the nodes of this place are just kind of here. There's 4 iron nodes and a couple copper with a limestone node. Well, technically 2 since there's another one there. There's the pure coal, not that far away. I do believe there's a sulfur like further in the forest that we kind of scouted out before. It's probably not that much far from that hill, like down there somewhere. The forest is actually kind of a decent biome, probably. Okay, but that's that for this adventure. I should probably not do that or I'm gonna fucking die. Freaking jumping and fall damage. Okay, got all of those. Guess I don't need to spawn proof anything up there because it's just kind of clear for some reason. They didn't bother putting any mobs up at the top there. Does the water make these noises? I thought there was something in the water because of that, but I guess the water itself just makes weird noises. Okay. Oh, that's the limestone node. I didn't realize there was one right there. Well, time to find out if all the other shit in here has already respawned on top of the coals and stuff. So far the answer would seem to be no, probably. This was a normal node. Normal. Are they all normal? Because I kind of like it. Sure, it's good, but yeah, all of them are normal. But I was just kind of hoping that they wouldn't be, so that I wouldn't need to be wasteful, but I guess I'm gonna need to be wasteful then. Okay. I mean, I guess I can just put a splitter at the beginning, so I can just drag a separate line if I intend to use them like elsewhere other than on that side of the bridge. Okay, well, I guess I might do these. And then our production miner Mark II. Just like that. Let's have our stackable conveyor here. It does connect all the way over to here. Have the splitter in case I do want to split, since, well, that's kind of so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be, wait, 120? It's a Mark II on a normal node. Is that accurate? Oh, I guess so. I mean, if it's just gonna be 120, then I don't think I need that. Because this is 120, right? Okay, well, it's not fucking reading it, so I'll just place it. Mark II, 120, yeah. Okay, well, I guess I don't need that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's place it like that, and then get rid of these and do our good old that. And now, if we are to just drag the conveyor along, then we have a connection all the way to the other side. But yeah, I guess I might have been wrong about the amounts, mainly because of liquids, maybe. And I can't really think of a reason otherwise, so I would think wrong. So I guess the base amount for a impure one is 30, and then for a normal one it's 60, and then pure one is 120. And that's why the MK2 on a normal node gives 120. Okay. And then we need to figure out a way to get the actual item up top. So we'll need some form of an elevator. Okay, autosave inbound. Let's get the autosave out of the way, thank you. This thing still makes weird noises. Do not like the fucking nighttime. I would rather see, please. Unsure as to how I wanna go about doing this, really. Guess I'll go up top and scout about really quickly first. Because I gotta figure out something for the actual, like, transportation upwards. Technically, I could just do like a hole in the wall. So we could do, for example, like this one. Then a conveyor wall. Then, is there a way to customize our material? There we go. Okay. That's a convenient way of doing it, I guess. But we could do... So I was thinking... Is that like kind of too... Could do like that corner and then this corner. And then do like that way. And then that way, along with a okay, so we can do that and then have this be like there, and then this could connect all the way over like so. And now this would potentially like just bring all of the coal to here, which we can just get out like that, kinda, because it would be coming through the wall. Unfortunately, there seems to be kind of small amounts of gaps, but I don't think that's too problematic. This doesn't seem to actually have a thing on it, despite... Huh? Excuse me? What the fuck is that? Hello? Hello? Okay, well... Oh. Okay, I don't think we want that quite. So, can I not, like... Okay, well, this way it works. But we want it to be the opposite way. Please do give that one. Where is it connected now? The fuck is happening? Okay, like that. And then... Yeah. Okay. Does that work? I don't even know anymore. Okay, now that's kind of connected, so we can... Alright, I'm kind of forgetting that we're gonna have a... Ooh, that problem. And... This is kind of what I was thinking in a kind of funny, weird way of doing it. Because we can technically have conveyors just going like over on top of the mushrooms if they're not too steep. Just kind of slightly clipping into that. Okay, can I just kind of rework this around? Okay. That's going. I mean, it's kind of weird, but it's kind of also working. Okay, why can't I glide like that? Doesn't make any sense to me. I can glide normally, but that doesn't work. Please. There we go. Wire's too long. Come on. Okay, what if we do something like that then instead? Because now again, it's like if I fly when I still have power, but then stop flying, like, and then glide while it's like, you know, ran out of juice, then it kind of works, but I don't like get it because it doesn't hover otherwise. Okay, let's just have it running along the side of that one so that we have as much space as possible, and then I can just kind of connect that one straight to there because of how things work. I just want to confirm that the rocks start pouring out. Yep, there they are. Okay. Let us get a move on in that case. Can do, for example, that. And then... we just have this be like on both sides of the water. I can't quite see that fucking far away. Don't remember entirely where I even had the thing. Okay, get a bit of power going on here so I can freaking see up here. Is there a way for me to, like... I guess the best would be to just kind of bring it over to here and then have a... okay, let's do this. Now this power pole's gonna be gone, so it's not gonna matter anymore after I do this, but... Okay. Now that that's done, then I'll just kinda... Wait, these are all connected, right? Yep, okay, so that should, in theory, just work. As long as I connect all of those. Okay, let's go and connect them. The coal seems to be already here, so we're gonna get a kind of live demonstration of it going upwards, hopefully. Okay, that still connects all fine and dandy. Eh. My good old wonky ass fucking conveyors. Okay, well, while it's climbing, I'll climb all the way up and then spy on the freaking delivery from above. Like how I have this weird fucking branching thing. For absolutely no good reason. Let's see. We gotta fly on all the way up. I should probably double check that the pipes have actually filled up after I replaced them. Okay, the water seems to be good and the oil is also there, so... it might be good. Now, let's see about our coal. It's very dark, but didn't I actually get like light stuff? Did not. It's kind of lighting up in that general direction. Oh, there we go. I think I see. Yep, there's a call. It's coming up. Hi, Zagax. My weird ass fucking conveyor on the mushrooms is actually kind of working. I mean, that's how it was meant to work, but it's kind of slow, but let's try and see that it actually makes its way up. Well, makes its way through the floor holes because they were acting kind of buggy not that long ago. Okay, so far at least it's going up. And how are you yourself, Zagex? Not doing too special myself. It's been kind of silent everywhere. Not gonna lie, been a little on the depressed side, considering every friend group has been kind of just completely dead for the past about few weeks. Almost a couple weeks is probably more accurate. But yeah, here we go. So the coal is here. So, now that we have our coal delivered, let's start working on the rest of the thing, I guess. So, oh yeah, and then there's also the consideration of where the fuck we're gonna put this thing. Because this is kind of large. I might just end up having it on like one of these side platforms or something. Because it's kind of way too big. I don't know. Found some random guys in game and they added me on Discord, so we played some games and it was pretty fun. Neat. Do kind of wish that it was that easy for me too, but social anxiety is a bitch. I'm gonna need some refineries. Gonna need to think about the like... Man, this is not easy with the trees in the way. Okay, I should probably at least clear these ones out. Hopefully this one in the middle is gonna, like, explode all of them. Thank God that was our last bit of explosives, so I would have been really fucked if that didn't work. Okay, so this one for sure. For the 30 polymer resin, which we already know. Because we're gonna need the polymer resin for another one. Because that one's gonna be making the actual, like, this stuff, the polyester fabric. Oh, it's only water and this stuff. Okay, so then the coal was needed for the manufacture mainly, I guess. So manufacture... Why does it look so tiny from up here? Maybe just put it like there. That could work. So this would be the gas filter. And then it just needs the coal... Oh wait, did I need 2 of these? I think I was planning on making 2 of these. And then I never just kinda... well, fortunately we might have the resources for them. It's very much hugging the edge. Oof. One guy was vulgar and my friend, so I had to speak with the admin. I was so fucking scared. Admins are just people too. I mean, unless it's some platform or something that you really care about, then probably shouldn't be. No, but you know, I do know. It's just that I've kind of grown into a state of chill, kinda. Like when I was younger, I used to stress about literally fucking everything constantly. So I've kind of just instead of taught myself to kind of just devalue things so that I don't end up stressing over literally everything. Remind you of a classmate. Hopefully a cool guy. I don't care. Okay, so gonna need a splitter here. I think I'm just gonna put it like probably over here. Then that one's gonna be aligned with this one, so that I can do that. And we're gonna need... okay, let's get rid of those for now. Place this here. And connect them. And now, get rid of this shit, because I don't want that clogging up my inventory. We connect this here. Set chill, no one has conflict with him, and he plays a lot of single-player games. Well, as far as I go, I would prefer not to play a lot of single-player games, but I just don't have friends. So I kinda gotta just go with it. I prefer... What the fuck happened? Okay. Experimental? What? Oh, never mind. I accidentally placed a... Damn, okay. But he's a sneakerhead. What does that mean? Do you mean like a sports guy? By saying... Because isn't sneakers well like... people in sportswear, or... What do you mean? I'm confusion. Well, we got that going. But then we need the rubber and the fabric, which is 30 of each. Not much, but it's still something. Because this is what we need for the fabric, I believe. I have to collect Nikes and Jordans and pretty shoes in general. Yeah, I'm gonna have to on that one just say miss me with that shit. I don't really get the whole collecting shoes type thing. I like it's like if I collect anything, I like more so being able to use them. It's like if I don't. Oh, that's what you meant by the button. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Can I sneakily just run a conveyor through here? I think I can. It's kind of fucked up in a way, but should work. So I can do that. Run a I mean, it kind of looks smooth. It only clips into the ladders. No one tell the quality control about my... Oh well, fuck. That's a problem. Yeah, we can't do much about that. Splitter. I don't think I can connect that either. Oh shit. That's unfortunate. I don't think this is gonna be able to connect either. Where the hell does this even go? Oh, it is going in the right direction. But I don't think this is gonna connect. Nope. It's not. How the fuck am I gonna do this? That's kind of a yikes. If only the port was on the other side. Although, speaking of that, we can instead do this. So we'd... Oh fuck, yeah, now the now the problem's on this side. Shit. Okay. Can I somehow have it, like, connect all the way over there? Doesn't really like doing that, no. Streaming Satisfactory yesterday? Yep, I was. As I said, it's been kind of depressing times, so it was kind of just easy coming back to this. Because it's like, I don't really need to think up plans, because it's more so just like trying to automate everything. So it was kind of easy to come back to. I didn't end up streaming anything the day before yesterday, I don't think, because we had plans with one of my friends, but yeah, that person's not really been around much for a couple months and ended up canceling literally at fucking 11 p.m. my time. Which he could have, you know, informed me beforehand, but instead he decided to inform me at the time when we were supposed to start. So. Yep. That's how my people relations are going. Very well. Can I technically just connect these in a way? Does the stream cord type how many people watch the stream? Does it? I don't think it does. I haven't checked it. Let's see. Stream notifications. I guess it does write how many viewers are there at that point in time. Interestingly. Unless that's literally just what... no, I think that's part of just Twitch, maybe. I think that might be part of just Twitch itself. Yeah, it doesn't like update it. It just kind of does it for the moment when the link was posted. Because there wasn't anyone here before you, so it said 0. Well, shit. Maybe I'll need to just move them a little apart then. I guess that would work, probably. So instead of having them be like that, it would be like that. Does this work now? I guess I can do that. So, I suppose that's what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, the link, when I set the link now somewhere, it will say Streaming Satisfactory 1... somewhere it will say Streaming Satisfactory. Probably, yeah. I don't know. I don't really know the specifics. I mean, I would imagine it's probably gonna say that now. We do have one problem with this system, so I'll instead make it a conveyor. And it's a bit weird, but leave space for the liquid. So this should be the fabric, and then this should be this one. What was your biggest dono? It might have been 10 euros. Would it have been? I think I've gotten 10 euros from an old viewer back in like 2017. And then I got like €1 from a different friend at a different point in time. I don't remember. It's only ever been those two people, but the 10 euros was in like, first it was €1, then 9 euros. So I guess that would be the thing. Oh, you're counting bits as well? I mean, if you're counting bits as well, I'm pretty sure it should just list it, because that's like all-time bits in the chat, I believe. Let's see. I don't have the chat thing open. Can I mute myself before it comes loud? Okay, well, I guess I'll just mute it. Yeah, so in terms of bits, the most is Partially. Partially is also the person that sent the actual dono. They are the all-time ones. It's not like I care about that stuff as much. It would just be nice to have more casual viewers, because it's always nicer to do this when people are around. Okay, so that's the polymer resin and the fuel. So then I need to add another one, which is gonna be for the actual, like, other stuff, I believe. Rubber mainly. So we're gonna need 30 rubber. I don't think I'm gonna do this one, so it would be either... I say either, but I'm pretty sure this is the only recipe we have. So yeah, then it would be this one. And this is gonna make 20, but I'm gonna overclock it to make 30. So then in that case, it would use like 45,000 bits is 1530 euros. Are you on mobile? Because there's also the fact that, like, buying anything on mobile puts like extra things, because the like mobile stores take a cut, and I think it's even bigger on like iPhone stuff. Probably. Heavy oil residue, rubber, crude oil. Calculated through the big calculator. I mean, maybe. I don't really know. I've never actually bought bits, so I'm not entirely sure how it works. All I know is just that I've heard about the app stores taking a cut if you use the Twitch app and then buy stuff. Which, you know, if you're even like, I do not encourage this in any way, but if you do end up buying anything, then I would at least you know, hope that you get the best deal possible. So that's why I'm trying to inform of at least the App Store thing. I don't really know how many of the other stuff work. I don't have any of the extra income to be able to do that, really, so I haven't done the research. So I think we have two impure ones, so that's 60 and 60, and then we have the other one that's 120. So that's gonna be 240 in total. Donating on YouTube is even worse. Yeah. I mean, it's very similar on Twitch. Like, I don't know if I'm not meant to be. I mean, I think the main thing that I'm not meant to talk about is like ad revenue, probably. But it's like I don't actually get anything from Twitch until I've reached a total of like 100 euros earned. In terms of bits and subs and ad money, like, I don't I don't get to touch any of that until I reach like 100 euros. And even then, stuff like subs, like unless it's a Prime sub, they take a pretty big cut by the looks of it. Mainly because there's, well, Twitch doesn't take the biggest cut, but there's like other sources that take cuts like taxes and stuff. It's weird. Like, to my understanding, the best way to support a channel outside of like if you already happen to have a Prime and just use it would be to just donate straight, because then there's no cuts being taken. I don't think PayPal really takes any cuts. Can you pay with PaySafe? I'm unsure. I know you can't. I don't think you can do that with stuff like PayPal. You might be able to with bits, but I don't know about something like PayPal. I would imagine probably no, because PaySafe is a bit still like there's a decent amount of websites nowadays that use it, but there's a lot of them that still don't. Yeah, there's the nice. I was gonna click the bit thing to like see. Let's do a quick Google. Stream elements donate with PaySafe card. I mean, I would imagine it's gonna be a no, but PaySafe card as donate method, that's probably a payment providers are coming soon. PSC is obligatory. Too many people use this option. Really said this through SE Pay. Huh. Let's see. Copy link. Copy this. And then if I click that, what happens in terms of... Okay, it just immediately goes to PayPal. Is that meant to happen? Terms of service. Does it just always go through there? I don't know how this really works in terms of the specifics. Payment providers, payment. Learn. No. Please add it for the normal tipping pages due to not everyone is in the USA. Okay, so that was a month ago, so I would imagine they might not have that. But there's an SE Pay thing. What does that mean? SE.pay. What is this? And okay. Well, apologies for the stream not going anywhere, but considering I'm a bad streamer and don't look this stuff up while I'm off stream, I am now curious and looking it up while on stream. So SE Pay, increase your tips and protect your earnings, lower fees because streamers deserve more. Let's charge back, receive tips via credit card and local payment methods. Huh. Create your bank branch country of residence. Is it gonna need some like more stuff from me? Because I'm currently adding my stuff to the... like SE, because supposedly you can pay with Bitcoin, so I guess you can pay with PaySafe. Wait, is it giving you Bitcoin as an option? Like, I'm sorry, are you currently in the like bits or donation thing? Because I have like a donation thing below the stream, but I'm curious. Which one are you currently under? I think this is gonna... Why doesn't it let me... Oh, I'll need to mark that again. While that's marked, does this not work because oh, it doesn't even need my middle name. Why is this being weird? Everything is listed. We offer... Huh? Okay, I'm confused by this fucking thing. Bits? I mean, maybe, yeah. I don't know too much about the bits one. Okay, well, this thing doesn't seem to be really working, so I'll just get back to a game. I was looking at the options on the, like, SE Pay thing. Stream elements, donation thing, weird. Okay. So, if it goes from 20 to 30, that's a 150, so that's a 45. 45 plus this, so that's 105. So we still have 135. SE accepts PayPal only. Yeah, that's what I was looking at, because like the... Oh my fucking god, not this shit again. No, I don't want to be stuck in the tree. Please, help. Help. Please, no. I don't want to be stuck here. Please. No. No. You motherfucker. Can I do something, please? Personal storage box. Floor is too steep. That doesn't help me. Okay, but continuing on that, yes, so the basic SE page accepts PayPal only, but because I found that kind of weird, okay, there we go. Got out of there. Because I found that weird, I looked around, and supposedly Stream Elements has a separate feature called SE Pay, which, by the sounds of it, should allow more payment options, like maybe PaySafe. I'm not entirely sure because I couldn't get it working. But yeah, it asked my like name and nationality and stuff, but it wouldn't let me submit for some reason. So I guess I'm not gonna be able to figure that out today, at least. Or, well, during the stream, because that would take too long. Okay, but 105 of crude oil remains. What can we do with it is another question. So, so I guess it would be mainly this one. Diluted packaged fuel. That's heavy oil residue, because the problem is that we don't... But do we make... Yeah, this thing makes some, is the problem. Because I don't want any of that, and I can't really get rid of it easily anyway. But I'm gonna need to, like, make the crude oil into something. And I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna make it into. Because that's heavy oil residue. But I also mix the other stuff. There's not really many options for using just crude oil to make something. This makes a lot of the polymer resin, but and it makes a bit of the other stuff. Okay, how much is this one? It's 40 polymer resin and 40 water. And then if we were to increase it to 30, that would be 60 polymer resin. I think you can convert the type of payment you want to pay to their SE currency or something. To SE currency? That sounds odd. Is that in the SE pay thing or in the like regular one? Okay, let me move my cup a little so it's not in the way. I don't really know what's the best way of going about doing this. Maybe I just don't use the fucking rest of the oil. That could be one way of going about it. I would instead just have this be making fuel. And then use that for... well... yeah, stuff. So that would be heavy oil residue as a byproduct, and then the rest of them don't have that. Yeah. Okay, I guess that's the plan. So we have this one pumping the heavy oil residue straight into here. Okay, that sounds like a plan. We'll do a pipeline support and have it... okay, well that's gonna... right, yeah. I'll just have this running back here. And I would hope I can... okay, well that's a bit too forwards. Know what it is, but you can't pay directly with that. Directly you have to change your type of payment and store money on the SE pay and then pay with it. Store money on the SE pay and then pay with it. Yeah, that sounds kind of confusing. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you didn't mean to make it sound confusing. The whole thing might just be fucking confusing as hell anyway. Gotta go, BRB. Yeah, see ya, man. Okay, gotta bring this one back by one as well. Is it? Okay, yeah, I think that's good. So that's gonna be pumping this stuff. That's gonna be... so it would be 30 heavy oil residue, so it would be down to like 50%, which would be 20 fuel made. And then that we could make into like power. Okay, if I get rid of the workshop, how big is the actual generator? But thinking about it, this is probably not the best place because I hate the noise that they make. I despise the noise. But it would be kind of convenient. Okay, well, I'll just move it if I don't like it, I guess. Let's get rid of that one. put you there, and then put that there. Now it's kind of all just there, I guess. But this one would be... well, it's definitely not gonna be targeting that amount, because otherwise it would be just fucked. Okay, so... I don't know where exactly the right spot is. I'm gonna need to go up higher so I can actually see it properly. Okay, I think it's there. And then we would have a... Okay, well, it's not meant to be raised, but... I guess it kind of works, maybe. So, let's do a... one of these. For, well, both that and this. And then have this be here, I guess. Okay, well, that doesn't quite work. So maybe we add another one like there first. That's kind of accurate enough. Can get rid of those. Add you to there. And now that one will come all the way over to here and connect from here to there. It's kind of wonky, but it also kind of works, so I won't care too much. Can't afford. Hopefully that's not too high up. Wait, they're 4 meters. Oh god, that's 12 meters. That's definitely too high up then. Yeah, okay. And yeah, we'll come back to Zagex. Okay, so these just kind of need to be connected up. But in the end, we're gonna be getting rubber from that one and fabric from this one, which is the main point, because we're gonna be able to just kind of do a splitter like here and can I make a smart one? No, they need rotors. I could make a programmable one, but oh, well, I guess that would work. Although then we'd still have the problem kind of here. Huh. How would I want this to work? Is another question. You can't put them to the fucking side because of how these things work. So I need to have it like be all the way back here. Huh. God damn, it's so confusing. Well, it's not confusing. It's just annoying to decide how you want to do things. Because there's so many possible ways of going about doing them. I don't think that was necessarily a bad idea. Why did I have this thing here again? PaySafe mainly works on in-game money. I haven't really tried it for that purpose, I don't think. I mainly just use it to buy stuff on Steam. Although I think I've bought like a couple Twitch subscriptions like back when I was much younger. That's the only game currencies that I know. Yeah, I mean they're the like actually kind of more memorable ones anyway. Because there's a lot of games nowadays have game currencies, but they make them sound very similar and everything. It's confusing as shit. Okay. I'll have a little bit of a sip and then try and figure out how I'm gonna wire all of this shit up, because it's yikes. CSGO bucks? Please tell me CSGO doesn't actually have that. Please. I would not be too pleased. That doesn't really clip into it that much, does it? Don't think so. Valo bucks? Oh yeah, fucking Valorant as well. Okay, well we can do this. I think that might be one that connects better. But I need to like do this first, and then this. What the hell is going on there? Okay, supposedly that... What the hell is... Okay, this experimental build is quite wacky. But I'm pretty sure that actually connects. But it looks like it doesn't. There's just a hole here. Oh, but there's a hitbox here. So I'm hitting something. So it technically connects even though it really doesn't. Yeah. Let's do another one. It's gonna be a bit higher, but at least it should connect appropriately. Yep. That connects like it should. And now we have this connection that we can just do that. And then have a connection here. Okay, so it's here, but it's that one. This is confusing to keep track of. One. Okay, the tree might be in the way. I think I got it. Shit. Okay, it needs to be one further. Like that. Okay. Despite the tree being in the way, I got it. I'll just need to eventually get rid of them. I don't have bombs currently, so it's difficult. Why did Fortnite name their currency V-Bucks? That's kind of a good question. So stupid. I don't know. I mean, maybe they had a reason for it. Just can't really think of one. Okay, so it would be here. 1, 2. And then we'll need to connect that one to there or something along those lines. Has nothing to do with the game. I mean, it might. The game has kind of wacky origins, so it's kind of weird. Found it? You found the meaning of the V-Bucks? What do they mean? Therefore, they named the in-game currency V-Bucks or Vinder Tech Bucks. In Save the World mode, the state that the fictional company associated with it is called Vinder Tech. Bucks stands for Vinder Tech Bucks. V-Bucks is short for Vinder Tech Bucks. I figured there was a chance they had something to do with the Save the World mode, since that's like I still very much remember that that's what the fucking game was first when it came out. I saw some people sponsored to play that game mode like so many years ago, and I just thought they looked stupid. And then they decided to go for a battle royale, and it popped off, which was kind of funny to me, considering how the game began. Okay, but that's connected now. Add. Oh yeah, those still exist. I think I've forgotten to turn them like all the way down because I have some control over them apparently. I'm just kind of forgotten. That was a quick one at least. Oh wait, I wonder if I've already how many seconds was it? Because I can't remember if I've already modified the ads or no. Because I'm pretty sure I checked before and there was like 10 seconds. Okay, then I've probably already changed it. Because I noticed that since my channel's not really viewed that much anyway. Like the ads bring in actually nothing, so I figured it was just better, since now I have like the option to just make them as infrequent as possible and as short as possible, because you can't completely disable them like you can, at least supposedly, on YouTube, but I'm not exactly sure if that's true, because they kind of force them on you. But yeah, I've done everything possible. Not that long ago, you couldn't even change the ads in any way. Why am I traveling this way for again? Was it the rotors that I needed, or why am I coming this way? We've got all of the... Oh, right, I needed more copper sheets? Was it? I think I might have needed more copper sheets. Oh, no, I needed rotors, definitely. For the pump, yeah. On YouTube, you can give a chance for an ad to appear in certain places, and if you don't, it plays them randomly. I don't know, because they had, at least at one point, the option to disable ads on a video, which I did for everything that I had made at that time. But I'm pretty sure I later tried watching one of them. I think it was mainly to check comments or something. I can't remember, it's been too long. But Either way, I'm pretty sure I saw an ad. So they might just force them on you in case you like try and just get rid of them. But yeah. I don't know. Haven't really looked at those in such a long time either. Definitely had the occasional thoughts recently of like, instead of like, I was at least a few years ago, I was under the assumption that you could like just kind of grow your channel by just streaming often, but I mean, after about an experiment of 5 months of practically daily streams, I don't think that's necessarily true anymore. So I might need to like try and do the strat that some people do of like instead just having like a YouTube channel ran along on the side. But to have that work, I would need to take time off to actually edit stuff because I'm not too fast on that. But for that to even become a thing, I would need something that I deem worthy of even making into videos. Because currently, at least, a lot of the stuff that I do, I don't think would be too interesting. Too lazy to finish the map. I need some motivation. I mean, same. Motivation's been quite low in terms of anything recently. Right, I came for the rotors. Need to go this way. Don't judge you on that end, considering I've literally just kind of done nothing for the past week. Okay. Well, now we have enough of those for practically anything. Okay, get rid of those. Grab a stack of these as well. This thing's actually full. How many are stuck here? Oh shit, okay. Yeah, this thing's quite full then. During summer break, no one pushes me into something that's kind of good and kind of bad. I would have to agree with that statement. I've definitely found it good for the fact that like I can stream easier, time-wise anyway, because it doesn't feel like I'm constantly got stuff that I need to have done. Considering I find it easier to push back like schoolwork for later in the day. And that's usually when I do my streams. So find it easier to do the streams anyway. Do I have copper sheets? I have a lot. Okay. But to start projects, but I'm lazy to finish them. I mean, I would say the same, but I don't think it's just lazy to finish them. It's just the lack of like motivation. It's like you get that spark of like inspiration to do something, and then it just runs dry, and then it just kind of feels wrong to continue. It's for me, it's at times like those, it's just much easier to like open YouTube and Twitch and instead just find entertainment through there instead of doing something myself. I don't know. Not too helpful on my end though, because a lot of the like project stuff is like things that would be like coding related, and that would help in terms of getting a job eventually. You listen to music? Not much now. I kind of have a hard time focusing when I listen to music. So about the only time I ever listen to music is in the car when I'm driving. Even then it's mostly just like generic pop music, whatever. I don't care if people judge me for that. I find it decent. I mean, there's a reason it must be, you know, pop music, because it's popular. Not too sure on any of the like new music though, because I most of the stuff I listen to is from like 2010 to 2020. Mainly because I'm too lazy to find new songs. Is that thing gonna be able to brake fast enough? No, it's still going. No, it's weird, but when I play some games or listen to music, there's the same style. I mean, I don't know if that's weird. Like, I feel like I'm the fucking weird one for not listening to music, because just about fucking everyone that I know, like, everyone's got fucking Spotify premiums, constantly fucking blasting something. Like, I look on Discord, and just about any server that I check, there's gonna be someone listening to Spotify. It's like, I feel like I'm the fucking weird one in that. I play futuristic games, I listen to futuristic music. I mean, that's just kind of, you know, feels like you're just going for the vibe, you know? Like, listen to stuff that fits the vibe of the game. Don't think there's anything wrong with that. The atmosphere, yeah, you know, to keep the immersion. Okay, I'm gonna connect this here, connect that there, do that, connect this up here, and I think we're good to go. No, I'll just, oh, right, shit, incorrect, actually. I'm gonna need power for all of those machines. Is this playing a Western game and I turned on Western music even though I don't like it? I mean, in that situation, I feel like it's kind of weird if you don't like the music and you're still turning it on for the vibes. I feel like maybe at that point it gets a bit weird. Okay, well now those machines are all connected, and then I just kind of need to... Wait, why is the coal moving? Oh, because the machines have power now, so the stuff's going in. Makes sense. But for these, so... that doesn't need to be connected to anything anymore. And this one needs the crude oil, and this one needs crude oil. So I'm gonna need to have a thing that, like, connects from here, I guess, maybe. Unless I can connect them from here. That's kind of fucked up looking if I were to do that. When I play Minecraft, I mute the Minecraft music and I turn on my own. Now, would you be mad if I were to say that I instead, like, I do step 1, but I don't turn on any of my own music. So the game's completely silent and then there's no fucking, no background music. It's a bit weird. Okay, well that doesn't really want to connect. 1, 2. Will that connect a bit better? Does, yeah. Okay, now this one with noodle. Okay, so the crude oil's going in. And then this one just needs the water, right? Yep. So we're gonna have a pipeline support be about 1, 2. Okay, maybe that's 1 over. I love the music disc other side, but I couldn't find it in game, so I just played it on YouTube or in the background. I mean, mood. It's not an easy one to find. Feel you on that one, I guess. Okay, all of these are now moving. What about the rubber? Oh shit, yeah, right. I haven't actually connected the rubber to anything. How am I... wait, what was my plan here? Oh, that was the problem. I see. I connected the conveyor to the wrong thing. Okay, that makes sense now. So 1, 2, and then line it up with that one. And then add the other layer. Add our, where is it? Logistics, Mark 1. Fuck off. Do that one. I mean, I don't really like that, but sure, fuck it. I'm busy. Boom. Will that work? Yep, okay. That works. So now we've got everything going here, so these should be making gas filters. And then we gotta bring them somewhere that I can put them in here. So that would be, which one goes in? That one goes in. Okay. Now, do we have space below? Because I was thinking we might be able to have another one of those. Okay, it's a bit crammed in here. Say a bit, but that's an understatement. Right, where does this one lead to? Guess that might be plausible. Where's the hole again? It's a bit over this way. Okay, well, it's a bit crammed, but we might be able to manage. Build back the wall. This one? I mean, I'm gonna place it there. I was just making a hole thinking that I'm gonna bring the items through there. Like, we have a one here, for example. That's what I was thinking. So I would, like, have the stuff be going through the bottom. I was just thinking about the logistics of the operation. Would it be easier if I bring them through up here? Because yeah, there's still space going on up here as well. So maybe it would be better to do it up there. That's the correct type of wall. That's good. Now, let's do a conveyor wall. For convenience sake, I'm gonna place a fucking this thing here so I can actually travel from here. This game shows if you organize things or if you're messy. I'd like to organize things, but there's just a problem with the game where, like, you keep constantly unlocking stuff that makes your, well, essentially can more efficient, like, make your machines more efficient, get more shit from everything. And I was very organized in the beginning, I would say, but then it got more messy along the way because I realized that I needed to rebuild literally everything constantly. And I was mad. So, currently the plan is that I don't care about organization too much. Like, I literally have kind of floating things going here for the train track, because that's about the easiest way for me to have trains move on top of the cliffs, because that's where my base is. I made a great decision before I realized how the trains work. But I'm gonna have like pillars and shit for that eventually, hopefully. It's a long project. It's gonna take fucking hours, but yeah. And okay, yeah, this thing's actually working now, so let's see. It takes 12 per minute? Only? Only 12? Wait a fucking second. How much are we making? Wait. We're making fucking 20. Oh no. Okay, so I'm gonna need a bit more so that we can make like 20 per minute. How much is that? That's not 20. That's a bit over 20, but 190. That's a bit lower. 195. That's a bit too much. 1.4. Okay, that's a... Okay, we'll just go with 195. That's fine. Okay. It's better that it's using slightly more than slightly less. Because we don't want this thing to be overfilling, or else we're gonna get a backup here. And we don't want that. And this thing's already kind of doubled. Is that good or bad? I don't know. Okay, let's get the customizer out so we don't have these as an orange wall. And let me make a foundation here so it's a bit easier to walk through the door anyway. But, is this gonna be a problem? It goes slightly high. Because I don't want any clipping going on, at least. It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters too much if it clips up top. Like, clips into a roof, because it's gonna be messy anyway. But it's inside the walls. So it's kind of meant to be hidden away anyway. Because this is kind of what we're gonna do here. This is the shit show that we're gonna have down here going. If I can even walk up here. Okay, barely. Okay. And now this would be a foundation with a... Okay, that's wrong. Give me that. A floor hole. I don't remember where they are. Are they just here? Yep, they are. Okay. So... I mean, I guess it's gonna be slow enough where we can just kind of have a conveyor going up there. I think that's fine. And then we just need to have one at the bottom, but that might be the problematic one. Because I don't know if it's gonna let me just kind of have that. Maybe it will. Okay, let's get rid of those so I can connect this up. Okay, and now we have our end product able to go inside the walls into our export, kind of, I think. But I just need to connect this up to a actual export thing. So like that. But then we also... Okay. So it's a 1, 2, like here, and then 1, 2. It's not clipping because it's right there. We can do this, have our machines do a good old merge. Coming this way. Will that connect straight into the machine? That's kinda good if it does. 1, 2. Connect it to the above one. Is that not working? Okay, I guess this isn't actually connecting. That's kind of yikes. Okay, I guess we need to redo that one. Okay, well that worked. Why didn't that work before? Okay. Let's do that. That. And you, and... can I just connect it like that? Okay. We still have our kind of very aesthetically pleasing trees going around, but yes, it kind of works. Wait, where are the fabrics? No. Fabrics? Hello? There's some fabric. Why weren't the fabrics coming through before? Wait, no, that's rubber. Fabric? Polymer resin. Why isn't the polymer resin moving? Hello? Move, I tell you. What? Why isn't it moving? Oh, the fuel isn't going anywhere. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Wait, what is this piping out? That's fuel. Yeah, I know now, Jen. I don't know if this is a change with the update 6, but they're like blue. So I keep thinking that there's some of these here. So I thought there was some polymer resin here, and I was confused why it wasn't coming out, but I now realize that it's, you know, the fuel when I looked up from the red herring. It's quite distracting to me, you know, likey. Can you just connect one of these to that? I don't think you can. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna let's have that there, so it looks like there's some support, even though it's kind of useless. Okay, we have this. But now we're gonna run into the problem that, like, we have more fuel than one of these needs. And I didn't quite plan for that. So I'm gonna need to do something about that. 1, 2, does this connect? It does. Okay, well, now the fuel is going out, but not before long we're gonna have a problem. Because there's 60 fuel, yep, 60 fuel, and we only have one machine, which I've tried overclocking to get rid of it, but this is 12. At least that's a nice amount. So I only need 5 of these, but I need to put them somewhere. So I think the alternative is that I just make a platform here with like the machines, the generators. So I think that's probably the plan. Okay, that's 1 too low. kind of just on the side. Are these floating more than I was expecting? I don't know. I mean, I can expand that way technically, but I wasn't exactly planning on it. And these things are pretty freaking big. I like how you're always around when I end up fucking around with the, like, refineries and the liquids. Always here to find out when I'm fucking them up. It's your call, yeah. Maybe you're the curse. Every time you appear, I end up having some kind of problem. Totally not me, of course. Always gotta shift the blame whenever possible. Okay, maybe I should just turn these off. Standby, standby, standby. So that they don't completely keep stacking up the fuel while I need to figure that situation out. It's like technically I could have like a couple up here and then like 3 down there. But I don't really know if I like that aesthetically too much. What are you making? This was literally just to automate gas masks. So I have two machines here making gas filters. I like how I call them gas masks, but yeah. Gas filters. Hopefully I didn't write gas mask in the title. I did. Nice! I wrote gas mask in the title. That's embarrassing. Okay. But gas filters. Because, well, bauxite is a problematic resource, so I'm instead bringing the gas filters back, and then I might do like the iodine ones automated, because I only just now got my first experience using one, and they run out pretty fast with the hazmat suit. Okay, but maybe I'll just make 3 of them down here. Fuel generator. These are just very convenient when it comes to getting rid of fuel. Okay, that really doesn't want to connect right next to it. I guess that's about the best I can do going that direction, but then going this way, it's not gonna be very good. Because there's that platform and it's probably gonna clip. Yeah. I figured that would be what was gonna happen. I mean, even in that scenario, I don't think I can fit them up here, then... Wait, no, I can. Okay, I don't know how that works. I guess that would be an easy place to fit a couple of them then. Can't afford. Oh. I ran out of rubber. And did we happen to have some left over? We do indeed. Yoink. Okay. I'm gonna run out of motors though. So I guess I'm gonna need to go back for at least one of them then. One of the generators. Oh wait, no, there's one, so this is exactly enough then. But yeah, so that's enough for up here, but then I need to fit one more down below. They take about 2.5. You almost didn't lag in that autosave, what the fuck? At least in most of them I do. It's like a good 1 or 2 second like freeze usually, but that's about the only thing, because it's just a spike from like 100 and game freezes for 40 to 60 seconds. Oh, okay, well, yeah, maybe yeah, maybe in that case there's quite a bit of difference. For me, it's like a 2-second drop from like currently I'm running a stable 150. It drops to like 9 for 2 seconds and then poof, rises back up. So far the experimental has been running quite smoothly. Fortunately, I did manage to get a computer upgrade before some of the prices went to shit, but they seem to be kind of back again, so back to a bit more decent pricing. I don't know. Some are fucked up, but at least here I found like some like 3090s for, or not 90s. I don't look at that market, that's out of my price range, but like 3060 for like 400 euros, 500. I don't know. I got my 3060 Ti for 600, 700. That was last year. I think I might need to push this back. Doesn't really fit. It's a pretty good price, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's one of the newer ones, because the main reason that the prices have gone down, or at least for some of them, is because they are part of the like the new-ish lineup from Nvidia that have like that are supposed to somehow combat crypto mining. I don't know, you know, how well they actually do that, because I've heard that it's practically impossible to do that, but that's the main reason that their price is like lowered. Got my 3070 for like 1,000-ish euro. I'd say that's pretty good pricing too. I don't think I mean, if it's like part of the newer lineup, you might be able to go down to 800 now, but I don't think it's that bad. But how the fuck does your game freeze for like 40 to 60 seconds if you've got a 3070? That I'm more confused about. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit them like that. So I guess I might need like a separate system here. The game engine is shit. It's Unreal Engine 4. I don't think that, I mean, it's probably quite an old version, so that could be part of the problem. I didn't realize that. Wait, am I running low? I am, yeah. I didn't realize I was running that low on concrete. Some other streamer has, I think it was 15 minutes save time. Yeah, I don't know. I've never had it that bad. Maybe I'm just special. Like we're about to have an autosave. Like, look at this. I'm gonna be like running this way, and then let's count 1, 2, and it's complete. And then there's a bit of like the world loading back in again, but generally it's just like 1 to 2 seconds. Don't really have any bigger problems with it. Okay, maybe I start from this end. Save is so big the developers could not open his save. Well, maybe that would be part of the save reasons then. Right. I forgot. Even you have like the giant ass fucking fuel stuff going on. So yeah, maybe that makes it a bit more. Yeah, I still don't have that much because I ended up, you know, taking a break for to wait for update 6 to maybe become a bit more stable because I didn't know how unstable it would be. My first experimentals, you know. So, yeah. Can I please, like, why is it... Okay, can I please land? Why is it being weird with that rock here? Like, why is this happening? Why are you floating? Stop. Please. Okay, now it's not floating. And then if I... Okay, so that's about the... Okay, so that I can line it up with that. Now it's not quite close to here anymore, thanks to that thing. Some of the hitboxes on things are just broken. Yeah, it would seem that the hitbox on that mushroom cap is at least quite fucked up. Where... I can't see anymore. Can I... That... Come here, please. There's a big tree you can't go near. So far, there's a lot of like smaller trees here that if I touch them at all, I just get glued to them. So that's not fun either. Okay, let me just kind of yeet a bunch of those because I'm running low on concrete, so I'm gonna need these for if I wanna finish this part before needing to go back. Okay. Well, those are connected now. And I just need my good old pipe junctions going across. Eh. Wait, is there wall mounts for pipes? Oh, there is. Hell yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, let me clear these out so I can get a bit of these. Okay, well, those are kind of clipping into the wall. Okay, well, that comes kind of close enough, so maybe I'll bring it there. Okay. Why is it? Okay, there we go. Let me go a bit closer so I can see. Just waiting for the update for live servers. Do you mean like dedicated servers by live servers, or what do you mean? There. Then let's turn that around to this side, hopefully. I mean, not experimental. So you mean like waiting for the game to be updated out of experimental to normal game, or I'm sorry, as always, I'm a bit of a dum-dum. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that as Stunter said, that might take a while. I guess. I'm not, you know, an expert, but it might take a while. Okay, connect that. Take that pipe. Why is it floating? Is that okay? I guess that's normal. But it's not lined up. Yay. Come here, do that. I've not found that many weird things so far, but I mean, so far, like the elevators, for example, I tried putting one elevator part like to the top of this and see if it connected to that, and it did, but the top part of the elevator was here, and then the bottom didn't exist. I don't know if it was actually connected, like in terms of if items would move through it, but it was kind of visually funny. So there's, you know, definitely some funniness going around, but so far it's been a decently, like, bug-free experience. Okay. Don't got anything up here anymore, so now we just connect there and that to there. But then this needs to be a junction as well. Okay, and that's too close now, so I guess maybe we don't have that then. And now it's... I don't like it. I just have one like right here, and will it now connect? Okay, that connects. And now will this connect still? Okay, auto it connects. It's kind of weird, but it does work at least. That clips into the wall, so maybe not like that. Why are you acting weird? Please connect somewhere, somehow. It's like free connecting next to the wall. That's odd. Okay, I think that's good. Yep, okay. And then we'll have the junctions at the ends like that. If I could please connect these ends like so. So difficult sometimes. Will those connect? Nope. Noodle. There we go. Noodle to the rescue. Okay, then... I mean, I don't really need it for the bottom part, but this should manage to make it go up here. So... we'll connect that. And then we need more of the wall supports. Not the pipe, but the actual wall support, please. That's kind of funny that it has the green line, even though it's not really connected to anything. And let's see. Is this gonna completely clip into the cliff? It's kind of next to it. So I guess it's not entirely ruined, but... this looks kind of funny. I think I like that. It's kind of trippy, but it's kind of nice. Connect these up. I see I've fucked that last one up. Okay, the other ones were good. Why? Okay, so now we should be good. So if it's 12 for all of them, then 5 times 12 should be 60, right? Yep, and I'm pretty sure we're making 60. So that should be good to go, if I'm understanding right. So that's 40, and that's 20. So 30. Was this actually making 30? Yeah, because of this, it's making 30. And that's 30, it's 50, yep. Okay, so that should be all accurate. Now, if we actually put the machines on, it might work as expected, hopefully. Hopefully, anyway. Got that all placed back up. Where's my train? It's all the way over here currently. So let's oh right, yeah, I don't have out, and I can also get rid of these that I used for getting the grid to the bottom. My lovely conveyor of bringing coal. And then it kind of climbs up here and then whoop. Very beautiful. Just climbs up the mountain and then makes its way into the building foundation. Climbing the mushrooms. I mean, this should all be kind of functioning now, I think. As long as the fabric production picks up a little. All right, that's overclocked. So it's a blue one. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here for a second, go fetch a new water bottle, and then hopefully everything should be running at like 100% efficiency. If I've done everything correctly here. So I'll be back in a second. I probably won't even mute the mic because I mean the water bottles are on the balcony, so it's literally a tiny step. Gonna make/buy some dinner, see ya. See ya, man. Nice to see ya around. I wonder if it's gonna be a thunderstorm. It feels very there's always that kind of distinct feeling in the air when it's a day when perhaps just gonna go AFK and be back. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, there's always like that certain kind of feeling on a thunderstorm day. It feels like there's no moisture in the air. It feels very dry. And then there's not much sun, usually. Feels kind of like that. Maybe there's gonna be a thunderstorm. Or maybe it's just hot. I don't know. Zagax is back? One of them leaves, the other one arrives. What, are you the same person? Cheneston and Zagax are the same, confirmed? Yeah. I know. I was just having a tiny little problem with the fuel lines because I was producing more fuel than I remembered. Couldn't change my account that quick. I mean, what? Yeah. I mean, 1 minute. That'd be new speedruns. No connection? Oh shit. Okay, well that's a problem. Problem that we need to solve quite fast. Because they're not gonna be accepting any fuel if we don't connect them. Okay, well, that problem should be fixed now, hopefully. I forgot that was a thing. 22424. What's that mean? Two 22439. I am confusion. Are you writing security codes in my chat? They seem about the same length for some reason. 22500? Now I'm just confused. What is this odd counting? First an increase of 15, then an increase of 61. 15, 61. Now it's a 20. Why are you counting? I am a bit confusion. This might help you. In how? I'm gonna need a bit of an explanation. 225.45. Is that like this moment in the stream? What? Did something special happen? I don't understand entirely. Freaking floating platforms. I didn't have the goddamn concrete to even make the walls on that side. Time goes fast, I see. I don't know how that's gonna help me though. It's you know, I can always tag Pat's L to 20%. I am confusion. I don't get what's going on. But have I really been live over 2 hours already? Fucking hell. 20th of 7, 2022, 21:14. Why are you spamming the time slash how long the stream's been going? Welcome back, Jen. Made some pasta? What kind of pasta? There's a couple kinds that I like, but otherwise I don't think I'm too much of a pasta person. It's like if it's something like spaghetti, I do like that, but if it even counts, I don't know. There you see, we're not the same person. Yeah. Totally not open. Totally not got two tabs open. Macaroni is the worst pasta? Yeah, that was actually the other pasta that I forgot to mention. I like pasta, like macaroni, I think. It just kind of depends on what it goes with. Like, mac and cheese, I guess, is very common in America, but I'm not that big of a fan of cheese in general, so I don't really like those two together. Some normal screw pasta. I guess that's kind of the same as macaroni almost, unless it depends on the type. You know the helicopter pasta? I don't think I've heard of that one. I need concrete. Yeah, and I could actually, if I get some boxes, I can enable the train line, and then we can get a visual on the amount of gas filters that we're making. I mean, Zagax, you can post like a picture in the Discord if you want. Get some activity, hell yeah. Unload. Change this one to base top. Okay, the spring pasta. Are you guys talking about the same one with the like screw and spring? Because I know what the like kind of corkscrew type pasta is, but I haven't really heard about the English word for it, so I only realized it because of the word screw, because it's, you know, kind of the same shape. Okay, timetable. Train. Turn on self-driving. Can I make it like skip a like that? Save changes. Fiber wall. Okay. That should be good. Add again. Okay, let's see. Didn't even send it in the server. Yeah, that's the same thing that I imagined what Jen was talking about. Can't hear you. Right. I forget. That's a thing. Oh god, my neck. Welcome back. But yeah, at least that's the same kind of pasta that I imagine what Jen was talking about. I haven't eaten it too much, but it's worked pretty well with something like bolognese. I don't know how you spell that properly. I think it kind of works well with that. Okay, this train's now traveling all the way up there. Ooh, right, I should probably connect this into a box of some kind. Pick in Discord. You also sent one, let's see. General. Yeah. Yeah, you both send the same stuff. Yeah, I think I've only ever had those in like school. I don't know how it is like where you guys are from, but we at least got like free lunches at school, and that was one of the items that would, well, sometimes appear. They have macaroni like short, but in bizarre macaroni is this. I think it's kind of the same for the most part in terms of like how it's made, maybe. At least I kind of remember them being similar pricing. Buy them because it's like €2 for 500 grams of pasta. Yeah, pasta is not that expensive usually. Very convenient. Okay, let me add another box. This is just kind of mainly so I can even have a idea of how much it's because I've barely used the trains, and it seems that the numbers that they like bring per minute is kind of weird. It's also very good, unlike the long ones. By long ones, do you mean spaghetti? Don't diss spaghetti. I like spaghetti. But out of all of those, I think rice is my favorite. I've had rice a couple last few days, and it's definitely been nice. The ones I sent Discord. What the fuck even are those tube things? Zagax loves spaghetti? Yeah, spaghetti's good. Okay, well this train is taking a long while, and it's gonna be a it's gonna be a weird amount because they've already kind of stacked up in there. I guess we're just gonna chill here for a moment. But yeah, once we have kind of something going on in terms of the whatchamacallit, the masks, and we can get like more of the iodine ones for radiation, then I might need to start working on the nuclear factory. What the fuck is it called? A nuclear power plant, I think. Yeah, wasn't that hard, was it? Good job, my vocabulary. And there's the train on my nice little sky bridge that lacks support for now. Favorite is carbonara. Well, time to get a Google going because I don't think I've heard of that one. Carbonara. The immediate first thing I find is a like Finnish recipe which just says like boiled spaghetti. Can make it and just not add the uranium until everything else is done. Yeah, but you should probably know by now that I fuck everything up, so I'm gonna need to hang out next to it. I'm an idiot, so and that's, you know, impossible to avoid. And hi, Brad. How's the heat coming along? Oh yeah, that raises up the question as well. Well, I don't remember where Chen is for, but Zagax is from like, how do you say again? Czech? I don't remember the English name properly. But how's the heat wave down there? It's Denmark? You're not too far from UK then, because Brad here has been dying from the heat wave. But at least in this part of Finland that I'm in, it's been pretty chilly for like a week now. So I haven't gotten to suffer in the same way. It's like 30 degrees. Yeah, we're about to get the same tomorrow. But fortunately it's getting nowhere near the 40 of the UK, because I would be dead if it was 40. Incoming transfer rates 0. Why you 0? That's not the right amount. But yeah, Brad, you just keep that weather there. I don't want none of that. Spaghetti carbonara with uranium. I mean, can't you? I'm pretty sure you can just order like uranium from Amazon or something. So just a little homemade dish, you know. Add a bit of add a sprinkle of uranium on top. Very healthy. Have 24 now, and we had like 32 during the day. Yeah. I guess y'all down there got the heat. Meanwhile, me up here north, I got the cool. I mean, tomorrow's gonna be like 29-ish during the day, but then on the weekend we're gonna have rain again. So hell yeah. I don't want the heat. I am very horrible with the heat. This train takes fucking forever. Where is it? It's still there. Oh no, wait. Surely, I mean, it already made one trip. So surely that doesn't... Surely it doesn't stay there until it's like full. A gram uranium is roughly 20 billion calories, so that would be some good food. What the fuck? Wait, 20 billion? Doesn't a human male only need like... what is it, like... 2,000? If you don't, like, exercise? To survive, 2,000, yeah. So wait, that's 20 billion, so that's what is it, like 9 zeros, I think? So, and then 2,000. So that's about 10 million people's worth of food or calories for living a day. How would that work though? Like, I mean, I would imagine the calories don't really matter if someone were to eat that, but because they'd probably just not. Well, would they die? I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but if they were to live somehow through it, then man, what kind of fat would that create? Let's give away uranium to kids in Africa. Oh no. That got dark real quick. So we can't digest it. Yeah, that would probably just gives us cancer. But it's very, very high calorie cancer. You know? Oh god. Man, this whole train business, I was not imagining it would take this long for it to travel that distance. I mean, it's pretty far away, but still. I'd say it feels scam because the fucking train says that it's going at like 200 kilometers an hour, but the train still doesn't seem like it's moving that fast. No calories because we can't digest. Yeah, I know. I understand, but I was making a joke. A bad one, but yeah. No, it's wrong. 20 trillion calories. Holy shit, I managed to actually stop. Okay, let's see. Do you actually give me numbers this time? Because technically it should be accurate this time. Let's see. I do like that things like across the map still like kind of function. Even though they're not loaded. It's very cool. You can have stuff going on about everywhere. 7 items per minute. So that's like 0.5 less than the actual amount. 30 billion kilocalories. Mean 20 billion kilocalories. Isn't that how we normally calculate calories in kcals? I mean, we were talking about calories before, but I think kilocalories are the kind of standard normally on like food packages and stuff. Could be wrong, but yeah. I don't really know what I'm gonna... I mean, I guess I could start planning the nuclear facility in some way. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. What do we call kilocalories calories? I think I mean, it's kind of weird, but I don't know. I think it's just one of those, don't make the nuclear here. Yeah, I know. I just need to, you know the resources before I make it. I mean, I can't even make it right here because the... I know there's a uranium node like here somewhere, and then there's another one on top of this one. I think the one that I'm gonna make is this one because, well, I don't know. Because I think you... Okay, well, this is why I was meant to do the planning. Because I don't know all the stuff that I need for a functioning one. Make it on the water. I mean, could do. Just need to transfer the like, uranium. Or... Is it uranium? Yes, uranium. Nuclear power plant. So that would be the main thing. I mean, surely this... Holy fuck, it's... Okay. Where do we have power? I need power so I can fly, please. Okay, yeah, this thing is kinda north of the uranium on the top of the map. Okay, this doesn't quite say it. There is water you can build it on? Yeah. I just don't entirely like the whole, like, building fully in water, because, like, sure, you can... It's about the same as if I were to just do this and build fully into the sky. So I prefer to build on the lands-ish, wherever possible. And then that is just laziness, because the trains can suck my dick, if we're to be honest. It makes no goddamn sense that you can slope the fucking trains only like 2 meters. Like, I'm building about 200 meters up in the sky. You need such long fucking bridges to go down. I know of the weird corkscrew method, but I hate it. And I refuse to do it. So instead I build weird ugly bridges. And we have another going down there somewhere. It's not invisibility and I can't be arsed to go to it. Okay, well, this isn't gonna help me at all because that doesn't tell the resources. So let's go to my good old facility here with every single possible crafting thing. If you ever wanted to know, 1 gram of plutonium is worth 52,631,578 Mac doubles. That sounds quite expensive. I made this crew thing once and never again. I've seen someone's world have like a lot of them, and it's like I feel like it probably wouldn't be that bad to build with the hover thing, like if you just add power to the tower that you're making. But I just like it's still annoying enough to construct. And I don't like how it looks. Like, sure, it's probably, like, it's less space than, you know, this fucking thing. But it's like, it doesn't make sense for a train to be going in fucking circles. It's weird. 2 hours with the hover pack? I mean, I guess it also depends how high you're going. But yeah, it's not a fun method. So what exactly do I need? I don't think it's here. It's probably more likely to be... Okay, so fuel rods. I think it was these mainly. Uranium fuel rods. And these need encased uranium cells industrial beams, and electromagnetic control rods. That's a lot of things for one place. So it's essentially gonna need to be almost like a functioning secondary base, considering how many things it's gonna need. Oh, and this is the encased uranium cells and they need sulfuric acid. Will it be plutonium free? I think in this one it's mainly just uranium. I'm pretty sure it's only uranium in this. But it's gonna need sulfuric acid. Oh god. I don't think there's any sulfur even nearby. Where's my car? Do I have the car anywhere? Explorer, where are you? Oh, it's at the freaking desert. Okay, maybe I'm gonna go there. That's stupid. Plutonium sounds cooler. I don't think I've ever really heard plutonium outside of Simpsons. But you can't do anything with the waste though. I did read upon that before, and supposedly you can turn it into something, but I don't have whatever that is unlocked yet. So I would mainly just have like a lot of boxes that it would go to. I would just have to hope that the waste can stack a decent amount and isn't produced that often. Hopefully. I like how they still haven't fixed that like piece of waterfall that just kind of exists in my mountain. There's like that. Wait, no, I guess it does go down actually, but it just kind of flows at the top for no reason. I didn't actually realize before that it actually has water below it, but it just kind of exists there. Water is just kind of on the surface. It's the key material of nuclear power development. Perhaps. I mean, the game isn't like super accurate with literally everything, but... Wait, where's the radiation here? Hello? Why's the radiation level still up? Wait a second, why's the radiation still up? Hello? What the fuck's happening? There hasn't been radiation here before. I know uranium node, but I've literally had this in update 5 for long, and there's nothing here. There's no uranium nodes been here, ever. I know there's a couple here, which I've had to watch out for when I walk on that side. But there's been none here. So unless one spawned after updating to update 6, then there shouldn't be any here. And it's a very large sphere, apparently. Good thing I had my... Yeah, the entire thing is radiation now. What the fuck? Even down here. Do the yellow flowers emit radiation? I mean, they're the only thing here. Is there a hazmat in that game? Yeah, I'm currently wearing one, technically. Hazmat, and then using the iodine-infused filters. I mean, surely it's not the yellow things. I mean, if it is, then this should be radiation here as well. No? Okay, well, this isn't radiated here. Huh. But there's no nodes anywhere. Unless there's like a bunch of them below, but I don't think there's ever really been any. Yeah, this entire place is just fucked now, I guess. Well, I guess I will just kind of need to avoid that place. Because this place is radiated for no visible reasoning, really. Just a little bit of uranium drop there happens. I mean, yeah, it would happen if I were to drop any, but I haven't dropped any as far as I know. I do kind of want to get rid of the uranium nodes here, though, because they... Okay, yeah, this spot here hasn't been radiated before either. Okay, well... Time to get rid of these. I don't think these would be doing it, unless they've expanded the range of these. I just need to turn around a little because there's been spitters around here before. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, and I missed the train. Well, that's fun. I got sidetracked and forgot the train. And then we just trashed them like any normal person. But there's still radiation here. I mean, realistically, it should be getting, like, more radiation the closer to the source I get, right? Okay, well, it's getting more radiation here, so... Maybe this is the source, even though it really shouldn't be. I guess we'll see soon enough. I'll just clear out these, hopefully, with the remaining ones that I have. The hazmat, iodine, whatever. My brain no function anymore. Da, 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 da. Come on, I don't got that many left. Crash. Oh no, there's another one here. Da, da, da. Quickly! Must move quickly! Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Da. Trash. I mean, there's not more of them, is there? Am I missing one? I don't see any. Can someone with better eyes confirm? Do you see any green rocks here? I'm just gonna have a sip. Now you're clear? That's what I was thinking. I'm gonna turn on the lights really quickly. Get some light in this room. Under the station? I couldn't check, but... At least there didn't used to be any. Not seeing any right here. It does get a bit stronger here, so hopefully the station doesn't get broken when I get closer here. It's like the strongest right here, but there's nothing there. So the spot is right here. So unless it's like under the rocks somewhere, then there's nothing. This is not a good timing to be having so few of these freaking things. Another train gone? Yeah, but it's better to try and fix the fucking radiation problem. Because I don't really have that many of the things, so it's like, unless this gets fixed, then I'm quite fucked. Yeah, like I don't see anything in here either. I don't think there's anything here. There's just constant radiation, but there's nothing here. So I think it's just bugged. I mean, it is experimental, so some bugs are to be expected, but this is kind of an odd one. It's like I'm still getting radiation up on top of this fucking box. Like, what the fuck, man? Kind of an annoying one? Yeah, I mean, if I didn't already have a hazmat suit, then I would be dying. And, like, that stuff there was literally no radiation whatsoever in any of this section. There's been a bit of radiation sometimes when walking down there. So there's a rock somewhere, like, down there that I know of. But now in this experimental, like, okay, apparently this entire walkway is radiation. And there's no rocks whatsoever, I believe. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna be, this would probably be faster, honestly. Let's just jump along. I guess we can try and find any other piece of radiation here. I'll catch the train while it's going the other way. Because it's probably gonna catch up to me, honestly. The train is much faster than I am. There's plutonium waste. In this game, or what? In Satisfactory, then maybe that's the... either that's what ends up being the output of the nuclear factory thing, power plant, there we go. Keep forgetting that. Or it's a waste product of the... Because I was thinking, isn't it like plutonium field rod or something that you can turn the waste from the nuclear power plant into? You get after burning plutonium? Yeah. But isn't plutonium the stuff that you get from the waste? Yep, okay, so my memory was correct. It's been like months since I fucking read that, and I still remember. Man, selective memory is quite a bitch, huh? Some of the more random things I do remember, but... anything, like, more useful? Gotta go, BRB. See ya, man. Okay, so where's my car? Where is it? Where's the car? It says this way. Oh, there it is. I think it's meant to be a, like, seatbelt noise, but it kind of sounds like the explosive, like, reload, I think. So it keeps confusing me. Okay. I don't want to go to the poison, so we'll instead go over here. Okay, there's the mountain. I'm pretty sure it's that one with the uranium on top. Freaking hiccup and burp at the same time. That's a new one. Well, not anyone. It's been a while, okay? Mineral water, though, does make me burp. I mean, it's practically the same as... Gotta make some more pasta? You didn't make enough on the first try? As a mage. Unless you just mean put more on a plate or something. Then it makes more sense, I guess. But yeah, see you in a bit. Okay, do we have enemies up here? Not really. Do you hear a bit of rustling? Is that spiders or am I just hearing wind? Maybe it's just the wind. But so I guess I'm gonna need sulfur. So let's see. Do we have any sulfur near here, or does it need to be delivered from Africa? My brother made some for himself and I took the rest, so no, there was not enough. Ah, I see. 1007. Oh god, it's the really far ones, isn't it? Ugh. That's not good. So the other ones, I hate that they don't show in the map anymore. So I think it's probably gonna be by the water pools, kind of that area. Yeah, there's that one on top of the rock. Unless that's the one that was pinged. I don't know. We'll go closer and figure it out. I mean, either way, it's quite a distance. Just to bring, like, sulfur here. Oh god. Freaking hill. Oh, somehow we dodged the berries. Yay. Wait, was there... Oh, right, this is the one that we found previously? Yep. I'm pretty sure we did. A cave? There's mushrooms. Oh yeah, they have another cave of some sort. These things are kind of scary. There's a purple slug right there. Is there an enemy or is this literally death free? I guess it's a very free one. Wait, did I go past it? No, there it is. Purple slug. Do we still have these? Yep, we do. Guess I might as well grab the rest of them. Some more healing. Uh-oh. That's not intended. We're meant to walk upwards. Okay, give me mushroom. Okay, keep on almost falling. Freaking weird ass cave. Eh. Okay, well that's that looted then, probably. Autosave. Done. Some interesting looking rocks around here. Why are there spawners here? Are they guarding something? Why do you exist here? I don't see any nodes, I don't think. There's a bunch of them just kind of in a line. Okay, well, I'll just go... Okay, well, there's more there, but they're guarding a blue slug. Okay, but this should be a pretty safe spot. Yep. And now... do the scan again. Sulfur. Okay, so yep, there's the one that's above, and then there's that one in the forest. The forest one is probably the closest. I mean, it's not honestly that far away, considering we only need to like really bring it over to there, probably. Maybe, probably, something like that. We could technically even bring them all with like the same is there a cave here? There is. I'm a cave dweller now. Finding all the caves and all the purple slugs sitting in caves. This is a very cool cave. Does this like lead anywhere, or is it literally just a kind of tiny ass thing here? Just a tiny ass thing here. Do we have things protecting our sulfur here? What else did we even have here? Was there only a sulfur? Oh, that's a cool little waterfall. Well, stream. Yep. That's the right word. It's the thing that I'm doing. By the water. Oh, is there actually 2 nodes here? Yeah, there's an impure and a normal one. Was there even more, or is it just these 2? I know there's the above one, but I don't really care about that currently. We get rid of that though. Don't need my floating stairs here. It's a bit of a awkward distance, but we could technically have like the first actual ground level train that would bring these and, well, take them to the nuclear power plant. Because that thing is a decent distance away. Okay, but let's get back to the car. This is the cave that I was already in, I believe. Jump up here. Surprisingly, there's not any creatures here currently. Normally this place has kind of a bunch of shit. Or so I at least remember this place being. You know, maybe my memory isn't remembering correctly, but that's how I remember this place being. Another autosave? Didn't we just have one? I guess it's already been a bit. Autosave. Do we have a path here that I can take? I guess so. Avoid the poison. Just go next to it, but not in it. That's the geothermal, so we still gotta go a bit forward. Unless we take the land bridge. I might be a bit lazy. I don't remember this. Is there something interesting here or no? Oh, it's more Sam ore. And a bat? Huh? I guess they've animated some kind of bats. They're kind of derpy. There's also that, which might lead further. Or it could just be a shitty slug. One or the other. Either way. Let's see. This doesn't really lead anywhere. Big rock. Okay, I'm gonna go grab the car. Just do a quick little turn and then we dodge the cave by going from here, I think. I think this is a nice little path, hopefully. There's some weirdness going on there. Yeah, that brings us here. Now, I guess we just... Yeah, there's no, like, actual path going on this side of the pond or lake, whatever you want to call that thing, but... Wanna take that anyway. And then... This is our ride. Gonna be riding back. Because instead of being a smart person and doing planning at the actual location, I just kind of went there to plan out well, see if there's sulfur nearby, because sulfur is needed. And yeah. Since sulfur was needed, we kind of needed to go and check if there was a node nearby, because I would rather not be making another fucking train track all the way from my base to that. And I think I'm kind of using majority of the sulfur that's going into my base currently anyway. Well, I'm using it for for batteries that I'm not even using. I think I'm using it all though. I just kind of gotta check what else I need for the project. There's a weird ledge there. Wait, is that a drop ship thing? Huh. I might not have looted that one. I know I've not looted that one either, but that's got the radiation next to it. Talking about radiation, I better jump out before I get fucking rad blasted. Okay, and then we just gonna fly over this place. Oh, is there no radiation right now? Hello? Oh, no, there is. I was just flying high enough where I wasn't feeling the effects of it. This place should still be, yep, still be affected. I can only hope that they fix that, I guess. It's even worse at that spot for some reason. It's like higher up over there than over there. And it's the same height platform. And the ground level is lower here. So that doesn't really make much sense. Okay, well, there's a radiation rock that I see. So maybe there's some fucking rocks in the terrain that you can't see or some shit. You need to like try and mod the game to go see inside the terrain or something. Yeah, there's definitely a rad rock there. I don't see other ones though. And that place definitely didn't have any. So I guess it's just fucky for now. Where the hell am I? This way. Land. Thank you. Do I have something here? Nope. I didn't mean to jump. I meant to do this. There we go. Uh-oh. Come on. The only time I managed to get the jump off, it fucking didn't go anywhere. Jump. Ouch. Very tiny amounts of damage. Okay. Well, now that we've made it back here, time to lift my ass a tiny bit because, oh god, I haven't moved in a hot second. Tailbone gonna get crushed. Uranium, 50 per minute for 25 uranium cells. Okay. Now, is there anything about how many of these you need for, like, field rods or 0.4 per minute? I don't know. Oh, and this is 20 of uranium cells per minute. So I guess you could lower this by well, however many that is. Okay, come on. Let me modify. So that would be 0.8. I mean, the sulfuric acid itself would already be down to 40. And I guess we'll find out the sulfuric acid recipe from this. Sulfuric acid. So that's 50 sulfur and 50 water. Or 50 sulfuric acid. So we could easily have one of these running. Hi, Zagex. Scream. What's up? Was that what you meant by the scream? What's up? Ghost. Oh, wait. Yeah, isn't that a line from Scream? Wait. Isn't it called instead something else? I don't remember. The same kind of character as Scream, but it's in... Or is the movie called Scream? Man, it's been so long. I thought it was like, shit, I don't remember what that line of movies is called. With the, like, kind of comedy, horror movies that kind of try and make fun of the genre or something. The movie is called Scream and the character Ghostface. Let's see. Scream. Wait, so is this literally the... Okay, let's see. Can I find the English Wikipedia page, please? That's the Finnish one. The English, please. Okay, is this... It says... Slasher film. Film satirizes the cliches of the slasher genre. Okay, so it is that one then. I thought for some reason that the movies were called like Scary Movie or... Oh, it is! Originally titled Scary Movie! Have they changed the names? I thought they were literally all of them called Scary Movie. I didn't have any idea about it being Scream. Spawn a series of sequels. Yeah, it's the... Okay. That's the original, but Scary Movie, the comedy thing uses him as a character. Yeah, but Scream itself is meant to be... Well, I don't know about if it's meant to be comedy itself, but I know the Scary Movies, at least, that's like the whole thing, but in the Wikipedia page it said satirizes the slasher genre. And that's at least how I understood the Scary Movies to be. That they're comedy in the form of, like, well, doing satire of the genre. So I figured that'd be the same kind of, I don't know. But yeah, so I need concrete, sulfuric acid, uranium for these. And this one would need the encased industrial beams, which are more concrete and steel. I know there's coal nearby, and iron, I know there's some, but they're kind of further away. And electromagnetic control rods. Now that's a bit more of a... Maybe I just have like a separate facility making stuff in the middle of the desert and then bring the final products to the actual, like... actual place. Because we need some of these. We need some... concrete for this one. Then the sulfur we're bringing separately via another train. And then yeah. And then these would be crafted at the other place. I think those are okay. Let me I'm gonna bring out the wiki specifically to make this part easier, so I kind of know what I'm doing. Satisfactory wiki, nuclear power plant. I think that's the thing we're looking for. No, there are different movies. The character Ghostface came from horror movie Scream. And a few years later, Scary Movie, the comedy, used him as a character. Okay. But it's so the What's Up itself is from Scream. But what, like, that's why it's confusing me, because it's like, you know, if Scream itself isn't meant to be a comedy, the whole like What's Up, it's kind of weird, because I'm pretty sure What's Up is literally scared. What's Up is from Scary Movie. Okay. Because you said What's Up and then Scream and Ghostface, so that's what confused me, you know. Because I figured it was from Scary Movie, and then I've seen the clip, so I know it's like Ghostface that says it. But yeah, okay. So let's see. Generates power by burning uranium fuel rods, and that's the thing we have here. Yep. And it makes uranium waste or plutonium waste, respectively. Yep. And it makes 2,500 megawatts at 100% clock speed. How much is that even, like, compared to one of these? I can't even make this. Why does it feel like my movement speed is faster? For some reason. Oh. Okay, the character was constantly running. The shift key was locked for some reason. Okay. That makes a bit more sense, I guess. Okay, but let's get this gone for a second. Put a fuel generator down. So would this make 150? Okay, let me get the power generator page up and get a fuel generator in here so I can get a comparison. So at 100 clock speed, it produces 150 megawatts. Okay, so it's a lot more from a nuclear power plant. It's 2,500 compared to 150. I didn't realize it was that big of a difference. Okay. What do you... I swear if you send the fucking clip... Oh, okay, never mind. You just send the picture. Yeah, what's up? Yeah. I didn't remember that I was on the phone, but... I definitely just remembered that I was fucking Ghostface saying it. My memory is totally fine. Uranium fuel rods. Yep. But didn't we also need... No, that was the electromagnetic control rods. And I'm pretty sure that's kinda all we need for it. Oh, it needs a bunch of water. Oh. Wait a second. Can we... Okay, let me see this thing for a bit. Where do I have space here? Okay, so what am I looking at here? So there's a single port into the machine in terms of liquid, and it needs 300 cubic meters of water. Oh, that's literally just the water, like a regular pipe. Okay, well, I guess that's not that bad then. So in that case, we just use a regular pipe, and then it would be 3 water extractors underclocked to 100 instead of 120 to produce the exact amount and not over, even though it wouldn't really matter, but I like exact numbers. What overclock? Nuclear power plants scale differently compared to any other generator buildings. Their power exponent is 1 divided by 1.3219, yeah, instead of 1 divided by 1.3. Therefore, at 250% clock speed, they operate 2 times as fast for resource input, waste output, and power production. This allows them to safely operate overclocked when MK2 pipelines are used to supply water. And unlike other generators, it may be worth overclocking to simplify the setup. Okay. And how many fuel rods do they use per minute? 0.4? Well, 0.2 per minute. And how many was the crafting recipe? It was 0.4, was it? So either we would be running 2 of these, or we would have a very overclocked one. But I don't know if it would be really worth overclocking. Like, sure, we save the resources from building another one, but that's kind of nothing for us currently. So I don't know if it would be really that bad to just make 2 of them. That's kind of insane though. Waste per rod is 50. It says. Waste per minute is 10. And how much do they stack? Uranium waste. By burning uranium fuel rods as one of the few items that cannot be discarded with the trash button in containers or inventory, giving a message the nuclear waste cannot be destroyed. Just not waste. Through a couple of steps, uranium waste can be reprocessed into plutonium fuel rods, and then it can be used as power or synced. And I don't think I've unlocked these. Ghostface always calls the person he's gonna kill. I see. I don't know if I've ever seen Scream. I've seen the scary movies, or a couple of them, but I don't know about Scream. Your keyboard's USB overheated? How the fuck? What do you mean the USB overheated? Is that a thing? Yeah, a USB heating? Pretty sure my USBs are always cold. That doesn't sound good. The computer's gonna catch fire, or more specifically the keyboard. Okay. What do we have here? So this is the plutonium fuel rods. And we need a lot of everything. Oh god. This is so many things to unlock. Thermal propulsion rocket. I mean, at least... Oh no, there's a turbo motor. So we need to make these. Like, I don't know if I want to get into this fucking... like, nuclear power plant shit if I can't get rid of the waste. Like, I can put a lot of boxes, but... Like, let's see. How many... A single will produce 50 barrels of waste every 3 seconds, 10 per minute. Yeah, but then... Like... How much does it stack to? Oh, it stacks to 500. Ooh. Wait a second. Let's do some math. Can I put down a big box? Okay, so a big box has 3, 6, 8. 8 wide, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 8, that's 48. 9 times 6, but it's not... It's 8 times 6. You got one number wrong. It's 9, not 8? Am I saying wrong? But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is 8. It's 8 times 6 times 500 per big bucks. I'm not gonna get gaslit on this one. I counted. It's only counting to 8. Nerf in update 6? I mean, if it is, then some of my boxes should have been fucked up. Unless the small boxes are 9 wide. And up there 8 as well. Wait, but was it one higher? No, it's still 6, so that's 8 times 6 times 500, which is 24,000. And then if we, well, that would be 2,400 if we divide it by 10. Because that would be how many minutes it takes to fill up, I think, if I'm thinking this correctly. So that's how many minutes it would take to fill up, and then if we divide it by 60, it would be 40 hours. Is that real? Because if that's real, then I would only need, how many game hours do I have? 128? I would only need 3 big boxes to essentially, like, have another full playtime of, my brain can one cow, my brain slow, my brain sleep. Yeah. Fortunately, I started this stream a bit earlier, otherwise I would be in the same state. But yeah, if I'm counting things correctly, then I think it should be like 40 hours per box. But I forget. It would technically be 20 because it would be 2 power plants if we do the base crafting recipe and make like 2 power plants. So then it would be 20 hours per box. I mean, that still doesn't sound that bad. Would probably give us enough time to go through the fucking trouble of making all of this bullshit, fucking getting the turbo motor so I can unlock the milestone for this and then get the plutonium fuel rods, whatever that stuff, to get rid of the waste. It would feel a bit wasteful to like sink that stuff, but I'm pretty sure you can't get rid of the plutonium waste in any way. Byproduct of those, it is not used in any crafting, is meant to be stored indefinitely. Yeah. So it's literally an item that cannot be gotten rid of, so... For my first nuclear, I made 150 big boxes. How many nuclear plants did you have running, though? And did you, like, pump it up to the maximum with these? Because I just read on the wiki, and... I mean, supposedly, like, a fully maxed out one would run about the same as just having 2. Like 3. No one to be, yeah. I don't even know what I said. Like 3 and it was fully overclocked. So technically you had 6 like regular ones in that case then. No one to be, yeah. I do say yeah a lot. But having 6 of them, so if it's like 40 hours per one, so then that would be 40 divided by, well, 6. So you would have about 6.666 whatever. That's like 7.5. I don't think so. Like, looking on the wiki, it says that at 250% clock speed, they operate 2.00000009951 times as fast. So I would imagine if it operates, you know, essentially 2 times as fast, that it would be essentially the same as just having 2 regular ones. But if this is like accurate, then 6.666 would be that, and then you had 150 boxes, so times 6.666 whatever, you have about 1,000 hours. 1,000 hours, and then if we divide it by 24, you have about 41.6 days of not worrying about waste with that amount of boxes. And your essentially 6 of them, if the math provided by the wiki is to be trusted. 3 times 250%, and I did not do anything with it for 100 hours. Yeah. That's 10% of it. So gas mass production changed into building nuclear plant. The gas mass, well, it's funny for the fact that the title is wrong. I meant like gas filters, which is essentially the stuff that you put in gas masks to work. But the main reason for them is because you make the filters into into these ones, the iodine-infused filters. And these are used by the hazmat suit for nuclear stuff. And that is my ultimate goal currently. To get a nuclear plant running. But because I'm a dumb fuck, I'm probably not gonna be able to build the whole thing to be ready before I bring the radioactive shit in. So I instead wanted to have, you know, a bit of an insurance going on for when I do eventually work in a radioactive environment. Me brain confused. 3:45:40. Wait, has it almost been a 4-hour stream? Wait a fucking second. Oh god. Not again. Satisfactory time goes so fast. Oh god. Well, now we have at least a bit of a plan going on. But I don't think I'm gonna be actually producing any of the nuclear power plant for now. Because as much as I would like to just work hours on end, I do appreciate sleep and I have not had supper. But the current plan being, we have the uranium node on top of this giant mountain. There are a couple nodes of sulfur around here. And we're gonna be bringing them by train somewhere along this coast. We're gonna need some coal from these nodes, presumably. Supper, you mean dinner? I call it, like, a lot of people call it dinner, but I call it supper. Because, like, I've heard a lot of people call it dinner, even though they're eating, like, a proper meal around like 7 p.m.-ish. But I normally have a very light meal before bed. About any time after 9 p.m. And yeah, so I like, from what I've understood, supper is the more correct word for a light meal before bed. But yeah, so the plan is to have a nuclear power plant somewhere within the coastline. And then sulfur train, maybe coal also by train. I know there's a bunch of like copper and iron nodes just spread around. And we're gonna need some amount of each of them to make... I don't really know what they are. The control rods? You need a bunch of like iron/copper parts to make those, I believe. And then there's also some limestone here, so we can use that for the concrete. I would hope that I'm pretty sure there's one around here. So that could be also used for the whatchamacallit, freaking control rods / the power plant. Wants you to build a uranium pickles factory. Why you want us to have a uranium restaurant, essentially? Make some uranium pickles. Very healthy. Then dump them into the ocean for the turtles to play with. Very safe for the environment. But yeah, I think that's about the plan. But I think that's gonna be it for today, though. I do like my sleeps and stuff. What day is it tomorrow? Thursday? I don't remember if we have anything interesting going on tomorrow, but I know if the chance comes, then we could start earlier, so can put in more hours to this. It's Thursday. Yep. I checked me computer day thing quickly. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Either way, thanks for joining, and have a good rest of the evening. I'm gonna go have a snacky and walk the dog, and then probably bedtime. 3.7 because I wasted some on this emoticon. Ah, right, your points. But yeah. Y'all have a good evening. Bye bye.